Well, good afternoon, everybody. It is Sunday, January 10th or 11th, somewhere in there. I can't really remember. But anyway, no walking through the door today. My buddy said I've done that enough. So, okay, that's enough. But anyhow, today I'm going to be turning an acrylic pen on the lathe out of that pour that I did about 2 weeks ago. It's the white acrylic with the stringy colors in it, and I'm gonna go mark the blank, cut it, drill it, and then I'll come back and turn it and show you what it looks like while I'm turning and once it's turned. I don't think everybody needs to see all of the process I go through today of drilling and cutting. If you want to know how to drill them and cut them, look at some of my previous videos and they'll show you how to do it. Alright, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I've got my blanks drilled and the tubes put in. I've got to find a set of, goes on like that, bring up my tailstock with the, you know, it would help if you guys are watching me, wouldn't it? Sorry about that. Alright. Whoa, that doesn't help. Bring that up, okay. Alright. Let's see here. Bring that like that. Okay, see if I can get my tripod a little closer. Dang it, anyway. There we go. Here, you guys want to see what I'm doing? Okay, that ain't so bad. Alright, what I did was I went over, I drilled my blanks, put the tubes in, and today I use super glue instead of epoxy. Put the blanks on the bushing set, brought up my tailstock with my mandrel saver, locked this down, back that off just a hair, lock this in place. Then I'm going to bring up my tool stock, tool rest, there we go, jeepers. I haven't spoke English but a little while. Lock that down, lock that, find my roughing gouge, 3/4 inch roughing gouge from Crown Tools. Bring it up wide open. Tighten that down. And then I'm going to gently ride the bevel of the tool, raise up the handle till it starts to cut. Go back and forth. Alright, now I'm going to clear off all of these cuttings, and then I'm going to true up the end of my bushing, or the end of my blank to the bushing. And for me, I like to use a small skew chisel. It's easier. and I broke it. Now, that stinks, and I heard it crack, but I couldn't pull my tool away quick enough. Now I know it went somewhere. I found that piece, and if I'm lucky, really lucky, it's the entire piece. And would you believe that? Oh my goodness. All right, now I'm going to take medium CA and I'm going to put it on the tube, on the blank, and come across. And then now I'm going to take my piece and I'm going to put it in. And by using medium CA, I have a little bit of working time, thank goodness. And then I'm going to put a lot of pressure on that with my thumb. Spray it with accelerator. And then, in case there's any chance that there's still a void or crack in that where it's glued on, I'm going to take thin CA and it'll find that crack. It'll flow into it. You only get lucky on a pen kit once. Alright, that's all dry. Let's try this again. This time I'm going to go in with an extremely light touch. Okay, it looks like I saved it. Got real lucky there. Thank you. Okay, that looks awesome, and I like the way these colors are turning out. So now I will move my tool rest back and out of the way, and I'm going to take 400 grit and 600 grit sandpaper, and I'm going to dry sand it first at about 1500 or so RPM. When you're sanding, dry sanding, you don't want to dilly-dally. You want to keep your hand or finger moving on the paper against the blank. This way you don't cause any ridges or valleys. Go like that. Now I'm going to stop, and I'm going to take a new clean area on my paper and go this way lengthwise to remove any sanding scratches from when the lathe was turning. You don't have to get in a hurry here, you just want to get rid of all those sanding marks. 400 grit, now 600. Alright, stop the lathe. Get a clean section of your paper and go lengthways. If there was a wood blank on here, I would call it going with the grain. So go back and forth like that. And then take a piece of paper towel, wipe off all the sanding dust. That looks really good. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take thin CA, go across, accelerator, get rid of that piece clean section of paper towel. And then I'm going to use medium CA. Find another clean spot. Alright, it needs 2 more coats. And now I'm going to wet sand. And I'll work my way through the grits. Bring the speed up to about 1500 again. Very light touch here. All I want to do is knock down those ridges that I created for the CA glue. Once I knock those ridges down, then I'll end up with a really nice shine. Oh yeah. Slick as glass. Look at that. Alright, now get rid of my water out of the way. And then I'm going to take Axe polish, coat that really good, and then run it wide open. And now that I've run through my heavier compound of paste, I got this from Eddie Stone, and this is stonepinblanks.com. And it's diamond paste or diamond dust infused paste. And I just take a tiny bit. And I just have a little bit on my fingertip. And I put that on there, run it wide open. And a light touch, all I'm doing now is buffing. Turn my rag one more time. Okay, I want you to see this. That is a brilliant shine created on there with that Eddie Stone diamond infused paste. I highly recommend getting a can and trying it and seeing what it can do for you. I like it. The stuff is just awesome. Thank you, Mr. Stone. Alright, let's go over and assemble a pen. I need my instructions for this one because I've only done one previous. Got to get this set up. And first, need the upper assembly. And that goes in the upper tube. Sorry, I can't see what I'm doing here. Shit. And okay. So I got the upper assembly that goes into the upper tube, and I want to find a spot where this won't interfere with the colors of the pen blank. Right about there sounds really good to me. Press that together. Very nice. Then the center band. Okay, there we go. Now we have the upper assembly done. And now we need to put the nib, which is the point of the pen. That's the nib. That goes in the longer, smaller diameter tube. We press that together. And this is called the coupler. And the coupler goes in the other end towards the middle of the lower pen tube. insert square, press that in, and then the rest is just simple. Take the pen blank, or the pen refill, sorry, and the spring, attach the spring, put the refill in, attach the transmission. The correct way helps a lot. And then slide the top on, and that lines up there. Once you do that, then you have a really nice looking pen. This is a Princess pen kit from Penn State Industries, and it's got blue jewels on it, on the clip and the center band, and Alumilite with colors streaked through the blank. That turned out really good. All right, everybody. I hope you learned something from me today. If nothing else, you might have learned how not to use a camera. But anyway, so that's all I got. Hey, my name's Kevin. Thanks for watching. Have a great Sunday, and I'll see you next week. All right. And just in case that wasn't in good focus a while ago, this is a pen from Penn State Industry called the Princess pen. It has blue jewels on the clip and the center band, and it is finished with Alumilite. And the inside of the Alumilite, if my camera will focus, I don't know if it will, but why is it not focusing? It's really not like it. So, all right.